Today we have such an exciting episode as we're making a recipe from the region of Spain where I was born, La Comunidad Valenciana. We're talking arroz amb panses y cigrons. This translates to baked rice with chickpeas and raisins. And let me tell you, this could possibly be one of the best rice dishes I've ever tasted, as it's filled with so many amazing flavors, where it's sweet and savory, and it truly is filled with so much goodness. Folks, we're talking very easy to make, the simplest ingredients, and the best part, it's all done in about 40 minutes. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. Now, Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients, like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella at home. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure to use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's begin by getting our ingredients ready. I'm going to add in 3/4 of a cup of raisins, which is 150 grams, into a fine sieve with a bowl underneath. And then we'll cover the raisins with some warm water and let them sit here for about 10 minutes. This is going to help soften the raisins, that way they're full of flavor. Then we'll drain a can of chickpeas into a colander and rinse them under some water. The size of the can that I'm using is 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams. We'll also finely grate 3 tomatoes to end up with a generous half cup of tomato sauce, which is 150 grams. You can also use canned tomato sauce here, or even passata. Cut off a 1/4 inch from a head of garlic, which is a little over 1/2 centimeter. And we'll reserve 1 cup of Spanish round rice, which is 190 grams. This is the rice that's typically used to make paella, which is very similar to arborio rice. You'll find a link where you can get the one I'm using for this recipe in the description box below. For the next step, let's start cooking our dish. I'm going to heat a paella pan with a medium heat. To make this recipe, you can use whatever pan you like, just make sure that it's oven proof. And I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. After a couple minutes, we'll add in the grated tomato, and we'll mix it around with the olive oil. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the grated tomato has slightly thickened, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, which is about 1.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way the spices are well mixed into the tomato sauce. Then we'll add in the 1 cup of rice. And we'll continue to mix this and lightly cook the rice between 1 to 2 minutes. Then we'll add in the drained chickpeas, the raisins we soaked in water, and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a gentle mix until everything's well mixed together. Then we'll add in 3 cups of vegetable broth, which is 720 milliliters. Traditionally, to make this dish, beef broth is used, but you can also use chicken broth, veggie broth like I'm using, or even water if you like. And we'll turn it up to a high heat and give it 1 final mix, that way everything's well distributed. Once it comes to a boil, we'll turn off the heat, add the head of garlic in the middle, making sure it's cut side down, and add the pan into a preheated oven. Bake only option, that's just the bottom heat, 210 degrees Celsius, which is about 410 degrees Fahrenheit. After 20 to 25 minutes, and there's virtually no broth left in the pan, that rice should be perfectly cooked through. At this point, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the oven, and we'll garnish with fresh parsley. Check it out, arroz ang panses y cigrons, baked rice with chickpeas and raisins. Beautiful presentation, the simplest ingredients, and all done in about 40 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. As always, folks, now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's see how this rice tastes. It smells absolutely amazing in the kitchen. Big bite, here we go. This one deserves a double. It is absolutely amazing. Like I told you at the beginning, possibly one of my favorite rice dishes. It's got so many great flavors, and that sweet and savoriness, truly out of this world experience. Folks, give this a try at home. A classic dish from La Comunidad Valenciana. Serving next to a crunchy baguette, a garden salad, and of course a bottle of Spanish wine. But more specifically from the region of Utiel Requena, you're gonna have yourself one heck of a delicious meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Holly Parker, Rogelio Jr. Rivera, Elaine Engros, Brian Skeever, and Georgia Candiotti. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.